guys, and welcome into another Buffy reaction. Today we are on season 2, episodes 15 and 16, titled Phases and Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered. I'm especially excited about this whole Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered thing. It sounds very witchy. It sounds very Halloween-y. The last 2 episodes were heavy hitters. There was a lot going on in them. I feel like, I'm trying to think, did anything like happy happen? We got Oz in the group. That was exciting. That's the one good thing that happened in the last 2 episodes. We got some more background on Miss Calendar. She was sent here to the Hellmouth to watch Buffy, and she was aware of Angelus's curse, which he's Angelus now because he has no soul. So when he has a soul, we call him Angel. And now I've figured out through Calendar, now we call him Angelus. He's back to his soulless vampire self. Yeah. It's taken a slight toll on me. It's fun. It's fun because it's a fun villain idea. But like right now, I just want happy things. Okay, I can't go in saying I want happy things. It's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I know what I signed up for. Okay, I get it. But anyways, Calendar has a history with knowing about Angelus's curse, and her people have a thing against him because he ruined like women in her tribe or something. So they have like a vendetta against him. She was sent to make sure that he stayed suffering, but she's kind of still on our side because she has grown to like understand that Angelus is actually pretty great. Or I guess Angelus isn't, but Angel is. And she has, connections with Buffy, who really cares about him. And when it all came out with the group, they were really kind of on edge about it too, which I wouldn't blame them. She's kind of on the outs with the group right now, but I don't think it's anything she can't come back from. I think she is going to just going to have to earn a bit of trust back after keeping something like that from them. The judge is also dead, thanks to Buffy, which was like the little villain of the last couple episodes that Drusilla and Spike were trying to bring back. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. We left off with, just a lot of depression. As always, if you would like to watch the full episode with me, my uncut reaction is available below on Patreon. But if you would rather watch the edited version, let's get into it here on YouTube. Back with oh, that's where that one crazy mom is, right?
It's like its eyes follow you wherever you go.
They do. Oh, what was that cheerleader girl's name? I remember liking her.
I do remember I liked the popcorn, though.
Yeah, it was good. And I had a really fun time at the rest. I mean, the part with you.
My time was also of the good.
Mine too. Well, then.
Again? Sometime?
There.
Oh, man.
I have my friend, so I will go to her.
I'll see you then. I would love to give me some of that Buffy and Willow action, if you know what I mean. Oops. Oh, thank you, Thigh Master. Let me guess. That little innocent schoolgirl thing is just an act, right?
Yeah, she's actually an evil mastermind. It's fun.
I mean, she's got to be putting out. What's the point? What are you gonna do? Talk? How far have you got?
Oh my god.
Nowhere. But I want smoochies. Have you dropped any hints?
Just say.
I've dropped anvils.
All right, before we move on, first of all, I really, really hope that this episode isn't going where I think it's gonna go, where that idiot Larry, is he gonna like try, I'm afraid he's gonna like put words in Oz's mouth and he's gonna, I don't know, because obviously we know that Oz would never say anything bad about Willow or inappropriate or embarrassing, like anything, like he wouldn't say anything that could reflect badly on her in any way. But I'm afraid that with someone like Larry, he's gonna like kind of spread a rumor that he takes from like a half truth from Oz, and then it's gonna get back to Willow, and then she's gonna think that Oz is like saying bad things about her, like spreading rumors about them, and then she's gonna think that Oz is like not the nice guy he seems to be. I don't want all that to happen. I can't stand it. I've already worked it up in my head. It's not even real yet, and it might never be. But like, we have too much drama, and Oz and Willow are the only things left in this show right now that are keeping me above water. So please do not give me drama between them or around them or anywhere near them. Please and thank you. But then also her being like she wants to get more physical with Oz. Totally fine. You know what else sucks about high school is her being like, I guess it doesn't have to be this way in high school, but I think when you're young, like especially girls, feel like they can't just say what they want. Like, if you want him to kiss you and you want more smooches, as Willow says, tell him and go in for it. Like, that's all you gotta do. But she's like, have you been dropping hints? No dropping hints, no playing games. Just say what you want and go after it. And if he likes it too and he wants it too, match made in heaven.
I'll give Xander a call. What's his number? Oh, yeah. 1-800 I'm dating a skanky hoe.
Meow.
Really?
Does Buffy know?
Thanks. Xander and Cordelia?
Buffy
What does he
knows.
see in her
Okay.
anyway?
Exactly. I really wonder.
Seeing him.
We didn't come here to talk about Willow.
It's the show trying to mess with me right now because I moved on. I moved on from the Xander and Willow train. I've tried to. Because I thought after so long that they just weren't going to give it to me. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to break my own heart. I'm not going to keep up hoping that this might happen between them. But now what is he doing? Making out with Cordelia and thinking about Willow. Maybe he's being a good friend. Maybe he's just being a good friend. Maybe he's just, an overprotective friend. Maybe that's all it is. Because we haven't seen Willow with someone yet. And we don't know how he's going to react to that as her friend. They've been friends since they were little kids. So it could just be, that he cares about her and is going to be overprotective. And that's one thing. But I don't know. Like, you're in the middle of making out with Cordelia. You're thinking about Willow and what she sees in Oz. And what do you mean, what does she see in Oz? Oz is the greatest fictional teenage boy to ever walk this earth. Back off. Full moon, phases of the moon, werewolf. Got it. But I do wonder what's going to happen with their relationship from here, because they've been, I don't know, something's been off about them the last couple episodes. I feel like they always have argued, but at the beginning it was more like tension filled, and now it's like genuinely annoyance filled. I don't know. If they're going to be short lived, I think it's this episode or the next that we're going to see a full breakdown of them, especially because the show doesn't have like that fun forbidden element to them anymore. Now everyone knows that they're together. I still don't know exactly what together means for them. I don't think they have gone full boyfriend girlfriend, and I'm not sure if they ever will unless they really have like deep talks about a lot of things.
Your mind hasn't been here all night. How about I just drop you off? You sure it was a werewolf?
Yep.
It was so awful.
I know.
Daddy just had this car detailed. So what's the word?
What's happening with them? I don't know. I don't know. They just were discovered kissing in a library by Willow, and now they just had a little affectionate moment in front of people. Like, are they together? I think they're together, but they just haven't had the talk.
This werewolf will be back at next month's full moon.
What about tonight's full moon?
Pardon? Yes, I must admit, I am intrigued. Werewolves, it's one of the classics. My books and I are in for a fascinating afternoon.
Your attacker may have a benefit.
Would you look at that? He's all over her. Hey, buddy, this is a public forum here.
Be still my shorts. We're in the same group. I may have to attack you.
No, actually, I think in our group, there are a few of us.
And I'm one of the few.
Don't forget, you're supposed to be a meek little girly girl like the rest of us.
I don't know. I think you can get in a punch or two. Okay.
Oh, Summer, you are turning me on. Seem to exert a great deal of psychological influence. And the
I'm
full
like
moon.
still in shock. I gotta pause because my mind is like still in shock at the fact that he just did that. I mean, I'm not new to seeing like stuff like that in movies and TV, but it's just the way that he just had the guts to do that in high school gym class in front of everyone.
Predatory and aggressive.
In other words, your
Right.
typical male.
I was gonna say, like Larry.
Hey.
Yes, let's not jump to any conclusions.
Okay,
I didn't
like
jump.
Larry.
I took a tiny step, and their conclusions were.
Is, before we keep going, is Larry a recurring character? Was he the one who kind of got into a little fight he said something really, like something derogatory about Buffy, and then got into a little fight, a little physical altercation, I would say, with Xander. and then Buffy like came in and like put him in his place. Is that also Larry? I don't know if I'd be able to find it again in my notes because my notes are like, I need like a code to understand them if I go back too far because they're so messy. But let me know if it's the same guy. Oh my god. What in the world?
Gotcha.
Are you trying to catch a werewolf too, sir?
Hey!
What are you doing pointing a gun willy-nilly at people?
Gotta say, I'm impressed.
Excuse me?
Well, it's good to get the fruit while it's fresh.
You'd be wise to take that back.
What a man and a girl doing lovers laying at night is nobody.
Okay, hey, enough, repulsive brain. It's not what you think. We're hunting werewolves.
This guy looks like he's auditioning to be a librarian, and you, well, you're a girl.
I assure you she's quite capable. You hunt werewolves for sport?
No, I'm in it purely for the money.
It doesn't bother you that a werewolf is a person 28 days out of the month?
Any idea where else the boys and girls like to get together around here? Suckers for that whole sexual heat thing. Sense it miles away.
Where are we going?
I think I know where to look. We just have to make it there before mine furrier.
The cemetery. I'm surprised the cemetery isn't a makeout spot for like the students of Sunnydale. You'd think that they would be down for that kind of aesthetic. Oh, we're still gonna deal with him.
I thought I heard something behind me. Oh, you know Buffy?
Yes, I do. Very well. Come on. I'll get you home.
What's he waiting for? What's his problem? Oh, that's right, he's a guy.
Yeah, him and Xander, guys.
Oh my god, this werewolf does not know subtlety. The werewolf doesn't care about being sneaky like a vampire.
Let it get away.
Where were you?
This is what happens when a woman tries to do a man's job.
You, look here. This girl risked her life trying to capture a beast that you haven't as yet been able to find.
Uh-huh. Daddy's doing a great job carrying her bag of milk bones. First they tell me I can't hunt an elephant for its ivory. I've got to deal with people for the ethical treatment of werewolves.
Angel. Vampire versus werewolf? Wait, are they communicating?
There's nothing more we can do now. It's nearly sunrise. Werewolves won't be a werewolf much longer.
If we know, I wonder if we're gonna, because they seem to be really homing in on the aspect that this werewolf is also a human and Buffy's not forgetting that. Like, I wonder if we're gonna know this person. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Oh.
Hey, Maureen. Hey, it's...
I knew he was too perfect. You know what? He still is. If that's the price we have to pay to be with a man like him turning into a werewolf, psychotic, killing beast a couple days out of the month, you know what? Oh, and I don't want Xander to be smug about this because you know he is. You know, for some reason he's decided to pick on Oz, even though he seems perfect and he has no reason to. But now he's gonna be like, "See, I was right," even though he's clearly not on to him about this type of thing. But why does it? Okay, I've come to terms with this, and we're gonna move forward.
Is Jordy a werewolf?
This is the first time he's ever shifted.
And how long has that been going on?
Wonder if there's gotta be like something that can hold him over to keep him from shifting during the full moon, or there's gotta be a solution.
Another night?
Oh yeah. Believe me, I'm gonna give that wolfie something to howl about.
I would tell him if I was Oz. They'll help you. They don't want to kill you.
I know what it's like to crave the taste of freshly killed meat, to be taken over by those uncontrollable urges.
You said you didn't remember anything about that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big bad wolf.
Jeez.
I'm Larry.
Yeah, I
The
would
guy's
suspect Larry
practically got
too.
Wolf Boy stamped on his forehead.
But their human personality doesn't translate at all into their wolf form.
Looking up stuff. I'm gonna be doing that most of the night. You could help me.
And he's gonna
I
say
can't,
no, and she's gonna be like, oh, why doesn't he
busy.
like me?
Oh.
Why so jumpy, Larry?
Geeks make me nervous.
I know what you've been doing at night.
What do you want? Hush money? Is that what you're after?
What did
I
he
don't
do?
want anything. I just want to help. I know what you're going through because I've been there. That's why I know you should talk about it. Larry, please, before someone else gets hurt.
Look, if this gets out, it's over for me. Forget about playing football.
Is he
They'll run me
gay?
out of this town. How are people going to look at me after they find out I'm gay? I am gay.
I heard you the
The
first time.
classic
I
tough
can't
guy
believe
bully
it.
turns out to
It
be
was almost
gay
easy.
trope. Although it probably wasn't a trope at this point yet.
Knowing you went through the same thing made it easier for me to admit it.
The same thing.
It's ironic.
Oh.
Larry, no. I am not.
Of course. Your secret's safe with me.
Great. You're still an asshole. Don't give me piano music for Larry.
If you want to up the speed quotient with Oz, maybe you need to do something daring. Maybe you need to make the first move.
That won't make me a slut.
I think your reputation will remain intact.
That is so sad that she thinks that.
So how to go with Larry?
What's that supposed to mean?
I think it's supposed to mean so how to go with Larry.
He's not the werewolf. Can't we just leave it at that?
Tell that to Teresa. She could have used my defending before she was ripped apart by that. Nowhere in any of the reports did it say anything about her being mauled. And they were linked to the animal attacks from the other night, so we just assumed werewolf.
Yep.
Vampire.
I can't remember how to say his new name. Is it Angelus or Angelus? Angelus? Angelus. I don't know. Let me know. They haven't said his name in a while, so I forget how to pronounce it.
It's good, right? I mean, in the sense of the werewolf didn't get her.
Well, this is good news for Oz, because now this means he didn't kill anyone.
Willow would be Robbie the robot's love slave. I wouldn't even have a head. And Teresa's a vampire.
Oh! There you go. I feel like, why do I feel like I've never seen him do that before in that way? Like, has he ever just gone classic steak to a vampire? That was rude. Angel's just like creating vampires to send after her.
He's gonna keep coming after me.
Don't let him get to you. He's not the same guy you knew.
That was a little tender moment between them.
Oh no, my life's not too complicated.
Smart. Oh god. Oh no, it's Willow, it's Willow, it's Willow making the first move. Like, yes, Willow, but no, not now.
You put the tag back in my shirt. But I guess none of that means anything, because instead of looking up names with me, here you are, all alone in your house doing nothing by yourself. Why do you have chains and stuff?
Here we go.
Willow, please.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's going right for her. I was curious about that moment between him and Angel. They decided not to attack each other, and I was like, oh, I wonder if the werewolf has some... Oh my god! Did you hear that? There's so many random classic horror sounds in this show, and I wonder if they were already classic before this show. There's no way that that Buffy, like the show, created that sound. The do-do-do-do-do-do. I was saying that I'm curious about whether the werewolf, in werewolf form, I don't know why he was able to kind of communicate with Angel. Unless it was kind of like he understood that that was also like an equal predator and not prey, because I don't know, maybe there's a smell of vampires or something. I don't know. So then I was hoping maybe, you know, he can somewhat get a grip on himself if he recognizes people, because obviously I think he would be able to recognize Angel, but he doesn't recognize Willow, so it must have been like a vampire thing, not a human connection thing before. Here comes do 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 do. Oh, that's the werewolf hunter. I thought it was Oz's van for a second, because doesn't he drive a van? No, it's probably a trap from the hunter.
It's us! It's us!
What's us?
The werewolf.
You said?
Can't you just trust me on this? He went through all these changes.
Where is he now?
In the woods. Go where? You're not gonna kill Oz?
He's not gonna die like this. I know. He's only guest starring in this show. And don't tell me his character dies like this. Oh. Willow! Oh my god, Xander and Willow are pulling through in this episode.
How about you let the door hit you in the ass on the way out of town?
All I know is I'll never be able to look at him the same again.
He's still a human being. Most of the time.
Who are we talking about?
He's talking about Larry.
Us. What are you talking about?
No one.
Here, let me get those.
Oh, he's a nice guy now that he got that off his chest. Okay, here we go, moment of truth. Don't give my boy Oz a send-off. They better work this out.
He said, I'll be okay. I just have to lock myself up around the full moon. Only he used more words than that.
I kind of thought you would have told me.
I didn't know what to say. I mean, it's not every day you find out you're a werewolf. That's fairly freaksome. Maybe it'd be best if I just stayed out of your way for a while.
No.
I don't know. I'm kind of okay with you being in my life.
Yeah.
3 days out of the month. I'm not much fun to be around either.
You are quite the human. A werewolf in love.
Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you for giving me a little cute little happy ending. That's what I wanted. Especially when it connected that this was a werewolf episode, I was like, oh, Monster of the Week. Not Monster of the Week. A werewolf just feels like a Monster of the Week type of monster, but making it Oz was a really cool twist. And I'm hoping that that kind of storyline continues with him and his character, because that's a lot to handle. Like, to find out you're a werewolf and you're a nice guy and you don't want to do bad things. And I don't know, that could be really interesting. But I'm really hoping that we don't just leave it there and never talk about the fact that he's a werewolf again outside of like funny little jokes. You know, I don't want it to turn into that. I feel like it could really be something. I also am kind of hoping that they continue that arc for him, because I feel like if they do, then it'll just mean that we'll get him longer and for more of the show. And I really love him as a character, so I just want more of him. And so I'm happy he gets his own little extra thing about him. Because before it was just, you know, he was kind of there just for Willow. Like we know he was in a band, he's a senior, he's a nice guy, but really the purpose of his character was secondary to Willow, and now making him a werewolf really adds to him and makes him more well-rounded of a person. So I just think it would be a lot of fun to play with that and play with him as a character. So I think this is the first time that the show has like addressed LGBTQ, which I don't even know if that was a common thing to say. Like, LGBTQ, was that even a thing that they said in the 90s? I think they just called everything gay. But, you know, Larry being gay, I'm not surprised, because I don't know, a lot of that like pent up aggression was seen in like characters depicted in even like the 2000s shows. I wonder if that was just like a fad of 2000s and 90s shows where they depicted these characters as like macho men who were really derogatory toward women and trying to, I guess, come off as extra masculine in the worst kind of way, in order to avoid confronting the fact that they were gay. So I'm not surprised that our first glimpse into like LGBTQ stuff is a storyline like that, just because I feel like it's like a classic 90s 2000s move. Although I'm not sure, because obviously what I find to be a trope might not have been a trope yet at the time that this came out. Like, was that a big deal that they had that little arc there for Larry? Still hate him, you know? I think I don't know how I feel about them being like, he is a terrible person, and then he's like shares his secret with Xander, and then he's like, I'm a nice guy. He let me pick up your books. You know, it's a little bit, I don't know. His little arc was a little cartoonish for me, and like the way that the werewolf hunter was speaking to Buffy, like speaking down to her, and he was like also very cartoonishly misogynistic. Ugh, maybe I'm just lucky and I haven't met someone like that who really outwardly hates women so boldly like that. Like, that was crazy. I guess they did explore some themes of like girl power in the sense of Buffy like not taking crap from the werewolf guy or Larry in gym class and like standing up for herself and stuff. And they had also themes of girl power in the sense of making Willow confident in making the first move and not feeling like a slut, which is like sad. I didn't even think about that. Like, is that what women were worried about, or young girls were worried about in the 90s? If you made the first move, that made you a slut? That's wild. That's so sad. I never thought of it in that way. I knew it was more common now for it to be okay for women to make the first move, but I thought it was more of like a confidence in women being able to take charge type of thing, not fear over being called a slut. I don't know. That was a really interesting thing to see. And I'm happy that Willow overcame that. So I'm happy to see Kane, the werewolf hunter, be gone. He was really annoying, but I do think necessary to the episode because it wasn't like we had a monster that we wanted to kill. We wanted to save the monster, so we needed another villain. So Kane was kind of like that villain. Larry, I don't really want to see more of him. Our little sneak peek of Angelus turning Teresa into a vampire and sending her to Buffy, I think was just a reminder to us as the audience, you know, that he's still there and he's still very much obsessed with making Buffy's life miserable, and he's still terrible, which is like wonderful, great. And then I also found it interesting in this episode, the moments that we had where I talked about it, where Xander was thinking about Willow when he was making out with Cordelia, and then also that little moment that him and Buffy shared after he killed Teresa. I don't know, they like had this moment and then she walked away and then he was like, yeah, my life's not complicated. And it was that line where I was like, okay, so you're still thinking, you're hung up on Buffy, you're for some reason thinking about Willow. And Cordelia points this out too, where she's like, he won't stop talking about Buffy and Willow. I wonder if they're going to come to an end soon because of that, or if they're going to really like decide to grow up about things and have a serious conversation and decide to go all in with each other. It's got to be one or the other. They're either gonna, in the next episode or two, I don't know, pretty soon I feel like Xander and Cordelia are either gonna buck up and be like, hey, this is what I need from you, this is what I need from you, cool, and they're gonna move past it and they're actually gonna become a power couple, or it's not gonna work out anymore and his friendship with Willow and his feelings for Buffy are gonna like cause them to break up. But then I also have to wonder, is it only friendship that he feels with Willow? Because I did always wonder, like, oh, I wonder if Willow ever gets with a guy, how Xander is going to feel about it. Because sometimes you think that you don't have feelings for someone until you see them with someone else. And then you're like, wait. Especially, like, I feel like that's a classic childhood friends to lovers trope. You were always friends because you didn't have to worry about them being with someone else. But then when you do, all of a sudden, that's when the friend to wait, I have feelings for you thing shifts inside you. So that could still happen with Xander for Willow, but I'm just not sure because he still likes Buffy and then he's making out with Cordelia. I don't know. Xander's a mess right now. All right. Next up, we have the episode that I'm very excited to get into, Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered. There's witches in this episode. There has to be. I still am hoping, I think I made this prediction like back in season 1 when we found out that witches can be, you don't have to be born a witch. You can become a witch in this universe. I still want Willow to be a witch so badly. Like, especially just her name alone just spells out witch to me. I feel like Willow's got to be a witch eventually.
So what do you think?
It's nice.
But do you think Cordelia will like it?
Oh my god, they are gonna go next level.
Cordy and I are really getting along. We're not fighting as much, and yesterday we just sat together, not even speaking. You know, just enjoying comfortable silence.
Really?
Man, that was dull.
Oh.
My Valentines are usually met with heartfelt restraining orders.
Valentine's Day.
No muss, no fuss.
You know, I love just a classic Buffy and a vampire fight. It's like cozy in a way.
Slaying is a tad more perilous than dating.
Well, you're obviously not dating Cordelia.
So Valentine's Day, he's gonna give her a necklace. I feel like this is gonna lead to them having that make or break. And you know what else? It's Valentine's Day. I hope to see some cute scenes between Willow and Oz. I'm sure Angel's gonna show up in this episode.
Wait up. Hey, wait up.
She's not cool anymore because of
Excuse me?
Xander.
Xander's just... When are you two gonna start wearing cute little matching outfits? Because I'm planning to vomit.
Okay, this is also a big make or break moment for Cordelia's character. What does she choose? Her status or her feelings?
Hey, Amy. Hey. You guys going to the Valentine's Day dance with the Bryans? I think
Is
it's gonna be a lot
that
of fun.
the Amy? Is that the Amy? One moment. That was her name, right? Amy? The cheerleader Amy? And why did they have a... It might be, because why did they have that little callback at the beginning of the last episode where Oz was looking at that cheerleader trophy where her mom is stuck in there? That's Amy. I wanted Amy to be... I loved Amy. Hold on, I gotta go back. Amy! I wrote it... Buffy, season 1, episode 3, I wrote down Amy cheer. But at the end of the episode, she didn't dress like that. She dressed kind of grungy. But it's okay. I think that's Amy. I think that's the Amy.
Go ahead. You know you want to say it.
My boyfriend's in the van.
Boyfriend.
I think you've now told everybody. Valentine's Day is just a cheap gimmick to sell cards and chocolate.
That's what all the single girls say.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Amy.
Did you guys see that?
See what?
In class, I think Amy just worked some magic on Miss Beekman.
Yep.
You mean like witchcraft? Amy's the last person that should be messing with that stuff.
Maybe I should go talk to her.
Oh, I literally just started this episode by saying, in this world, you can become a witch. You're not born a witch. And then still in my mind, I was like, oh yeah, of course she's doing magic because her mom's a witch, so she's a witch. But that doesn't correlate in this universe. She doesn't have to be a witch if her mom's a witch. But clearly she's into it. Honestly, I would be too. Calendar. It's been a minute. Still out of the group. I'm surprised it lasted this long. The cold shoulder. But it does make sense. I'm happy it's lasting this long because like what she did should last this long. I just for some reason didn't think the show would make it the cold shoulder last. What did she ever do with...
Fancy it, pet?
Hi, besties.
Nothing but the best for my girl.
Oh, wow.
Happy Valentine's Day, Drew.
How cute.
Cute.
Is he trying to steal Drusilla away from him, or is he just trying to, like, push Spike's buttons? I wonder if he actually wants... that's probably the only reason he wants Drusilla is because Spike wants her, or has her.
You would do well to worry less about Drew, and more about that Slayer you've been tramping around with.
You know, I think it's interesting. It could be. I'm not sure. It might be just the show's pacing and the way it wants to wind its own plots together, but it's interesting to me that Angel hasn't killed Buffy yet. I feel like he has a good shot at it, and he keeps on saying, like, well, I'm gonna take the slow game with it, and, like, I think he wants to get under her skin and really play with her before killing her. And I think that's what he's telling them. But I wonder, there's a part of me where I'm like, oh, even though his soul is gone, is there like a tiny part that can't kill her? I don't know. But then I'm like, is that naive and foolish of me to even think that and hope that? Because how could that be when he doesn't have a soul? And so then I go back to, okay, I guess he just likes to play cat and mouse. But I don't know. I don't know for sure.
Oh, hey!
Oh. High school, man. High school was not like this for me. So hierarchy based. It's a present from Angel. Is it another heart? Is he inside?
Mom?
I forget. You can't uninvite someone. So sorry, I know we're at a tense moment, but I adore how the kitchen is set up. You know, it bothers me in a lot of TV shows where their houses are like perfectly clean and pristine and pretty all the time. But the fact that like I appreciate that this show makes the sets look realistic and lived in. It's just a small thing. Like all the chips all over the counter and stuff. I just love that. That's all.
I was just checking the back door. Somebody
Left these for you.
That is not just a heart. Soon.
Maybe something in you sees something special inside me, and vice versa. I mean, I think I do see something.
Oh, man.
So.
Oh, no.
It's beautiful. I want to break up.
Oh, you're still gonna do that. I mean, okay.
Okay, not quite the reaction I was looking for.
Are you you can't keep the necklace.
We don't fit.
Yeah.
Because other people don't think you do.
Okay.
Oh my god. Imagine finding out someone got broken up with and then just giggling at them. What is wrong with this school? What
What are you doing?
Oh, Amy.
Good to see you.
What do you want?
To fake date?
What do I want? I want some respect around here. I want, for once, to come out ahead. I want the Hellmouth to be working for me. We're gonna cast a little spell.
Wait, what? I thought he was gonna be like, will you fake date me to make Cordelia jealous and like make people respect me? Because in his mind he would think getting another pretty girl would make people respect him again. But no, he just wants to full on love potion Cordelia.
I'll need something of hers. A personal object.
I just want the necklace back.
What? I thought it was a gift.
No, last night it was a gift. Today it's scrap metal.
To my luck.
Oh, Cordelia. Oh,
Diana?
Here we go, okay.
Blow out the candle now! What?
Morning, ladies.
You can't be sniffing around for more jewelry melts because all you ever gave me was that small mart looking thing. What are you doing? Are you going like stalker boy on me now?
Sorry, my mistake.
Yeah, I should say so.
What if the spell didn't work on her because she already does have feelings and she's just, like I said, good at hiding them? What if the spell didn't work because obviously Cordelia doesn't really want to break up with him, she's just doing it to save face, and so she already does feel all the things that the spell said?
Why don't you and I do something together tonight? Just the two of us. We can comfort each other.
Well, would lap dancing enter into that scenario at all? Because I find that very comforting.
Play your cards, right?
Okay, you do know that I'm Xander, right?
Heard that you and Cordy broke up, and I guess I was just surprised how glad I was.
Xander, can I talk to you for a minute?
Why is Buffy... is that just like...
I don't think the spell worked out right.
Is this...
Oh, yeah, it
hold
bombed.
on. Is Buffy just like doing a little coping mechanism thing to get over Angel because she's upset that she doesn't have anyone on Valentine's Day? She's obviously thinking about Angel a lot. He's sending her cards that say soon, which means he probably soon wants to kill her. So now she's, don't mess with Xander's head because I don't believe it. Like, I can't believe it. You can't do a switcheroo like that after everything you've gone through and what's been on your minds and everything. You were in love with Angel. And I think she still is, and it's like she has to grieve him at the same time because that person's not here. You can't just move. You can't do this with Xander. You can't.
Well, we can always try again. I am still pretty new at this. We can just hang out.
Oh my god. Amy's into him too? What's going on? Oh.
Well, I liked spending...
Oh, no. This is starting to make sense now. All of a sudden, Buffy wants him. Now Amy wants him. Cordelia, I think, wants him. Maybe she's good at hiding it. Or, so either the spell didn't work and it made all women want him. Or it made everyone but Cordelia want him. Oh my god.
You know, it's funny how you can see a person every day and...
Not really see them.
Okay, he gets it. He gets it, right? He knows it's just the spell.
Sorry. I wanted to surprise you. Don't be so jumpy. I've been in your bed before.
Yeah, but Will, we were both in footy pajamas.
You both know it's right.
It's not that I don't find you sexy.
Is it Oz? He's sweet, but he's not you.
Yes, he is. And you should go to him. I don't want to use force.
Force is okay.
Okay.
That's it. This has got to stop.
You know what you did. Xander is wounded because of you.
Oh my
Are you
god.
tripping? What does it take to make you people happy?
Abby is so frustrated. Oh Jesus. He's so scared. Oh my god. Everyone, it's not just girls. Wait, I can't tell. Are the boys mad at him? I honestly couldn't tell based on their faces. Like, those guys, all of their expressions, it could be, God, I want you, or it could be, get out of my face. They look the same to me. Time to go to Giles for some help. You can't even, yeah.
Look, Rupert, I know that you're angry at me, and I don't blame you, but I am not just gonna go away. Have you been working out?
I cannot believe that you are fool enough to do something like this.
Oh no, I'm twice.
Okay, so the guys were definitely mad at him. Only women. Okay, got it. Of all ages.
Don't leave the library. I'll find Amy and see if we can put a stop to this thing.
No. Oh my god. What did you think that was gonna do? The door just opens the other way. What is she? Oh my goodness.
Buff.
Nope.
For the love of
Nope.
God.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Don't
Close
open
your
that
eyes.
raincoat. This isn't real to you. You're only here because of a spell.
So you're saying this is all a game?
A game?
I know what his heart wants.
Funny. I know what your face wants.
The unclean thing crawls!
What is she? Not a mouse. What is she? A squirrel? A hamster? A nothing? A mouse?
Why is
Or a
she
rat?
We have to catch the Buffy rat.
Ooh, there.
Ooh, there. Oh, man. Just explain it and he'll understand, but of course, you know.
I didn't touch her, I swear.
Why is he even sweet in these moments?
Just go home. Lock yourself away. You're not going to cause more problems here. Oz, if you could aid us in finding Buffy.
Sure.
Get out of my sight.
I would be very upset if I were Giles, because how you can't mess around. I don't care how mad you are. You can't mess around with like a love spell. Even Amy even warned you.
If you cared at all about him, you'd help me save him rather than wittering on about your feelings. Now let's get on with some work.
I think we lost him.
Oh my
I should have
god.
known I'd find
Oh
you
my!
with her.
She has a whole axe.
You don't know how hard this is
If I
for
can't
me.
have you, no
I
one
love
can.
You so much.
Were those moms with purses that I saw running in? Oh my god, no, Buffy's mom.
I think it's more of a hot night, don't you?
Whatever.
Gross. I think not.
Because she threw her out her own house. Good.
Keep your mom-aged mitts off my boyfriend. Former. Why has everyone gone insane?
Close that
Good, the mom
window.
still hasn't found us. We should be safer up
No,
here.
oh my god. This episode is so chaotic and I love it. It's so fun.
Mummy's here.
I don't know what you're up to, Drew, but it doesn't amuse.
Not even vampires are
If you harm one,
immune.
how do you feel about eternal life?
Who's gonna save him? Oh my god, okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh.
Sorry, Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Here,
Oh my god, please, Buffy. It's getting stressful now. We need you.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Are we making progress over here?
None of this would have happened if you hadn't broken up with me.
Oh.
But no, you're so
Nope,
desperately
nope,
popular.
nope.
Me, I'm not the one who embraced the black arts just to get the girls to like me.
Would have worked fine, except your hide's so thick, not even magic can penetrate it.
You mean the spell was for me?
She thought it was for Buffy? Are they all fighting over who gets to kill him? Yeah, bye. I'm acting like it's their fault. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Boy, that was the best scavenger hunt ever.
You know, I'm glad your mom stopped working at the drive-thru long enough to dress you. Oh, that reminds me.
Do say something, Cordelia.
Harmony, shut up. Do you know what you are, Harmony? You're a sheep. And here I am scrambling for your approval when I'm way cooler than you are because I'm not a sheep. And you know what? I'll date whoever the hell I want to date. No matter how lame he is.
She's getting there. Oh, I love this.
God. Oh, God.
No, don't let the regret sink in.
Just keep walking.
Yep.
Oh, God, what have I done?
No, it's okay.
They're never going to speak to me again.
Thank God.
Sure they are.
That was such a fun episode. That was so fun. It worked perfectly as a Valentine's episode. It was so fun to see Amy again because I really liked her, even though she wasn't the same Amy that we met last time. And I wonder if she, again, we're not going to see her anymore, or if she's going to show up in one episode in season 3. I don't know. This is why teenagers should not have access to magic, because a lot of teenagers would probably follow the path that Xander did when you are upset and all of your teenage angsty hormones are going and it feels like the end of the world and what that person did to you feels like the worst thing ever. I can't say I'm mad at Xander for what he did, but I also am, because come on, you should know better. Given all the stuff that you've seen go down in the supernatural world, in the Hellmouth, you should know not to mess around with that stuff. At the same time, he's a teenager and teenagers make mistakes, and I feel like he learned from it. I hope. The main arc of this one was seeing Cordelia come to terms with no longer caring about status, or at least not enough to let it stand in front of what she really wants to do. And that is a change in Cordelia that I have been waiting to see for a very long time, since episode 1. It's fun to see her coaxed into that through this relationship with Xander. And I thought that they were gonna break up soon or decide to go all in, and we had both things happen in this episode, and it was a really cool thing to see. And now I'm curious to see where their relationship goes, because it's clear, like, after everything they just went through and how upset he was when she didn't want him anymore, and how upset she was thinking that he really didn't want her, but then finding out he actually does. I don't know, I feel like they just both realized in this episode how much they do actually really like each other, and it's not just a physical thing anymore. And I hope to see that evolve with their relationship. You can't ignore that Xander still wants Buffy. Obviously, he almost gave into that in this episode when he thought that she was interested in him, and he was ready to leave Cordelia in the dust. But I don't know, I could see him really getting ready to go all in with Cordelia now, and not have Buffy be a hindrance on that. But I don't know, because, like, imagine if Buffy was genuine and Buffy genuinely dropped everything and was like, wait, Xander, actually, I want you. Maybe in a few episodes' time, he would say no to Buffy and be like, no, I really like Cordelia. Because in this episode, he was ready. I don't know, but that's because Cordelia broke up with him. So, I don't know. It's hard to understand Xander sometimes. Also, he made like an offhand comment to Willow, and I wonder if he meant it or if he was just trying to, like, ease her spellbound mind, where he was like, it's not that I don't think you're sexy. And I was like, wait, what? I thought that's why you and Willow could never work out, is because you're not attracted to her, and it never turned into that for you. But maybe the reason he always has been clear about not wanting anything with Willow is because he really does value that friendship and doesn't want to ruin it. And maybe he is somewhat attracted to her. I mean, she is beautiful, so I don't know, but none of that matters now. This Buffy attraction, this Willow possible attraction, I don't think it matters. I think it's going to be him and Cordelia for a while now, and I kind of like that. I think it's cool. I think it's going to be really cool to see. Imagine if they were just together for the rest of the series. That'd be wild. And at this point, after this episode and just everything building up to it, I don't know if I'd hate that. I don't think I would. So yeah, Cordelia and Xander, official. Oz and Willow, official. Buffy. The next two are called Passion and Killed by Death. Are we going to have like a Grim Reaper? That would be fun. And Passion. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.